Hey, what's up, man? Thank y'all for tuning in. So I wanted to give a recap on what I seen from the Chicago Sky versus the New York Liberties. And to be honest, man, I think that Angel Reese is going to be really exciting for the league. She's very energetic. She brings a lot of tenacity. She brings a little bit of physicality. She brings eyes to the stands, and she just an overall good player. And there are some things that I would like to see her work on, far as her post game. I think that she sometimes she rushes the ball, and then it equates to her getting blocked. I think that also too, sometimes she got to understand when to turn it up and calm it down, because she's so full of excitement that she just always want to go up. And you see in the first half and stuff, she missed the ball, missed the layup, she got blocked. So these are some of the things that I feel like she need to work on. Once she gets some post presence, it's over. You already see how she's getting a lot of offensive rebounds. She's getting rebounds in general. This young lady is going to be exciting for the league, and I already know, man. They can't wait for her and Caitlin Clark to have their game or whatever. But the thing that I like about Angel Reese, not only can she play defense, she's very quick. She can rebound the ball really well, and she's also a team leader. So those are some of the attributes that that team need. But now let me get some of the breakdown for what I say. No, now this team scares me due to the fact that if you looked at the game versus the New York Liberty, they missed at least 15, at least 15 layups. So the Liberties would have had way more points than they had if they would have been making their layups. You can't win like that. Now, if you playing versus an elite team, they lose by a lot, right? So although the Chicago Skies won, they allowed the other team to get to the hole almost at will. It just so happened they missed their layups. Any other team, they're going to have a long night, because missing layups, man, is not it. Their defense is not up to par. But I will say that Angel Reese is a good defender. I think that she's going to be a great rebounder. I think that she's going to be great for the team and also great for the league. But that's just that. Overall, this is a team sport. So if Angel don't get the support that she needs, then this team I can see being on the losing end. I can see them, probably winning just a couple of games in the season, because they don't have defense the way that they supposed to. So I think, man, personally, the defensive end they got to work on. I know they made some shots. I know they penetrated. They got to the hole, but then the format that they ran too, it seemed very out of touch. They seem like they wasn't in sync. So you have to have these sort of teams, get back in the lab and run the plays the right way. At times, it looked like Angel Reese was out of place, that she didn't know where to be and stuff like that. But they call it preseason for a reason. Now, I'm a person that I'm very fair with my assessment. Although I want to put as many eyes on the WNBA as possible, I still got to be genuine and I got to have my credibility. So with Angel, um, it just seems like she was all over the place. It seems like she was just doing what her basketball IQ was telling her to do, like far as making the picks. But sometimes the picks will actually bring the man, uh, will bring a double team to her man, and like the pick and rolls was out of sync. A lot of times she did the pick and roll, she was actually open, but they couldn't give her the ball. And that's the other thing they got to work on. Because if they become in tune and in sync with that aspect, the pick and roll, Angel is going to average about 20 a game, because she's very quick. She's quicker than the rest of the ladies, and she gets to the hole very easy. It's just that they have to make that pass. So I seen her set the pick a few times and then get the ball. So I believe that if she um have the right point guard, she's gonna have a easy night on most nights. She's gonna have about at least 20 points. And I want to go out the limb and say that I believe she's gonna average probably a double and throughout the season, and she could pass the ball. So it's just exciting, man. For the first time, I seen some seats, some butts in the seats for the WNBA. For the Reese game, I seen a lot of jerseys of hers that was sold. So I just see the WNBA soaring if they could continue to market the right way. And I told y'all that if they continue to make it about race instead of about talent, then it's gonna go down. But if they continue to just market these young ladies, they're gonna have to, they're gonna end up doing very well. And then also too, man, this is my critique for the WNBA. The fact that you guys are in the WNBA, you gonna have to make layups. I've never seen so many layups miss in my life. Even college players don't miss that many layups. I mean, you're hurting the brand when you're not making those type of shots and stuff. Like I said, the New York Liberties miss at least 11 to 12 layups. Easy, open, point blank. You can't sell and build a brand when you're not able to just make a simple layup. You know what I'm saying? So the X's and O's have to be executed. It shouldn't look like, you know, a UConn team can beat a WNBA team. It shouldn't look like that. And I feel like UConn, I feel like Juju Watkins and them at the USC, they can beat the New York Liberties, far for what I've seen. You can't make layups. So I'm being critical on what I believe it will hinder the league, and I'm basically saying the good things that I think that will ascend the league. First of all, they did a good job by putting it on stream, so that was good. The fact that people was able to watch it live, but they still have to make sure that that everybody is doing their part and everybody is looking good. Breonna Stewart, which is one of the people that won MVP for the league, she didn't do well. She missed a lot of shots. She didn't help the brand, although a lot of eyes was on them that night, and they not used to that amount of attention, but they had that amount of attention. So anytime somebody like Caitlin Clark plays, you're gonna have a lot of attention. Anytime that Reese plays, they're gonna have a lot of attention. But I'll also say this: the Chicago Skies is definitely going to need Cardoso, because I don't think Angel Reese is big enough to handle those big bodies, those big ladies. Although I think that she's going to still get a lot of rebounds, she's still going to need Cardoso to do her part, which is bang with the big bodies, with the grinders, and the other ladies that are super big. She's not going to be able to sustain that way. She should be playing the power forward or small forward. Other than that, she ain't going to be able to manage with those big ladies, because they're too big, and she's not going to be able to jump with them. So that's the other assessment that I had. But she's one of those players that she's all over the floor, and you never know where she's going to be. So you got to put a body on her. So I think overall, man, the WNBA, they have a really good chance of doing really well. But they have to make sure that these ladies are at least making simple layups. If you missing layups and then talk about equal pay, like how does that work? You talking about equal pay to men and ain't even making layups. That ain't gonna make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's saying, oh, we want millions of dollars like the man. First of all, the man sell more tickets than y'all for um a way higher price. But then second of all, you talking about equal pay, but then you got these ladies missing point blank layups. That ain't gonna work, man. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you like the content, please hit the subscribe button, accept my invitation. If not, man, I definitely just appreciate y'all being here. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think the WNBA is going to go? Do y'all think they're going to ascend as high as they supposed to? Because I'm gonna say this too, because I'm a person that I want the WNBA to grow to its highest height, but I also understand the only way that can be done is if all teams are somewhat equally covered. So I know Angel Reese and I know Caitlin Clark, they're on their own island. I understand that, right? But they still have to figure out a way to market these other ladies. So Aja Wilson, she needs to be marketed. You got other Brianna Stewart, she needs to be marketed. There at least need to be one player from each team that needs to be marketed super heavy to bring eyes to that organization. Because if they only talk about these two, they are going to only be able to do so much. So the big day and the big night will be when they play against each other, and they don't want to have it like that. They want to make sure that all these teams get the proper amount of eyes on their organization. But they're not going to watch it if ladies can't make simple layups. I'm gonna be honest. And then, like I said, far as with the Chicago Skies with Reese team, Angel Reese team, if they played against anybody else, the other team has a big start because they allowed them to get to the hole so easily, and it didn't make sense to me. I'm saying, okay, like, all right, they get into the hole. The defense is minimum. It's it's bad. It's terrible. So I'm only under the assumption that the New York Liberties is just an awful team. I gotta look at them as if they are one of the teams like I say San Antonio Spurs from last season. That's what they look like. They look like they don't even belong to be in the WNBA. It looks like you have college teams that can beat them. You like I said, man, I think that um that team they need some more pieces. A lot of them need pieces. And so, hey, man, I'm just gonna say this, man. I'm just gonna say this. I want to help grow the WNBA, but I don't want to watch no missed layups, point blank range. I don't want to watch no ladies looking like they ain't never played basketball before a day in their life. You can't make simple passes. Angel Reese is basically setting a pick, going down, and the ladies don't know how to throw a pick and roll, right? Or she's open and then they don't know how to throw a pick and roll. So I want to see some high intensity game. And honestly, if Caitlin Clark plays that team, being that she's more of a scoring person, she gives them 50. If she played them the way that I just seen, she gives them 50. See, Angel Reese ain't a scorer, but she can score, if y'all know what I mean. She's a person that make the tangible plays that that extend plays, that extend the life, like offensive rebounds. Like if somebody miss it, she gives second chances. That's the type of person that Angel Reese is. The other ladies, I don't know what type of the people they are, right? You had Tariq why can I never pronounce her name? Shields, last name Shields, right? She's giving her all on defense, but offense, like she don't look like she belong. So you got the eyes on the WNBA. Now it's time to expand the product with the play. You want the same amount of money as men. You got to show it. We need some threes. We need some crossovers. We need some legit pick and rolls. We need some mid-range shot. We need to see all these things. If we don't see them, man, don't be talking about no money. Don't be talking about it, because that what I seen was terrible. And the fact that you lost 101 to 53, that's crazy. You damn near almost lost by 50. But I can tell you why. They end up missing so many layups. I said, damn, am I watching high school? And I don't want to disrespect the sport, but also I got to keep it a buck. I got to keep it solid, man. My credibility is everything. So therefore, yes, I may like a player, but I'm not going to, lose my credibility just to defend them. So if Angel Reese was out of pocket doing something, I'm going to call it. I got to call it down the middle, But hey, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you like it, definitely go ahead and do your boy a favor and hit that subscribe button. If not, like I said, man, I appreciate y'all even tuning in with me, to have this conversation. But that's all I got for now.